Welcome to Mind Snack. Tonight, we are opening forbidden scrolls and stepping into the shadows of ancient Egypt. What you are about to hear are scary truths, so strange and surreal, they may haunt your imagination. These are mythological and symbolic accounts, not to be taken literally. Here are 10 terrifying and psychedelic secrets of ancient Egypt, where death, magic, and the cosmos intertwine in ways most would never imagine. Number 1. The pharaoh was believed to consume the gods themselves. In the cannibal hymn, etched into the Pyramid of Unas, it is written, "He eats their entrails, he swallows their spirits, he gorges on their hearts and their magic." This act symbolized the king's transformation and union with divine forces, a cosmic merging rather than literal consumption. Fun fact, this hymn from around 2400 BC is the oldest known religious text, showing how ancient Egyptians fused death, power, and mystical symbolism into their beliefs. Number 2. Death was a nightmarish labyrinth. The Book of the Dead describes rivers of fire, serpent demons, and gates that only opened when the correct spell was spoken. A single mistake could trap the soul forever, wandering in psychedelic horrors and facing cosmic judgment. Fun fact, the Book of the Dead wasn't a single volume. It was a collection of scrolls tailored for each individual, like a mystical survival guide for navigating the afterlife. Number 3. Your heart could betray you. At judgment, it was weighed against Ma'at's feather of truth. If it faltered, Ammit, a creature part crocodile, lion, and hippo, would consume it, erasing the soul from existence. This was symbolic of moral and spiritual failure, not a literal beast. Fun fact, this ritual demonstrates how deeply morality and honesty were embedded into Egyptian spiritual life, with eternal consequences represented symbolically. Number 4. Tombs were not merely resting places. They were cursed with protective spells. Inscriptions warned intruders, "Death shall come on swift wings to him who disturbs the peace of the king." Some spells described serpents or spirits that would punish trespassers, functioning as magical deterrents rather than real threats. Fun fact, Egyptians believed that words themselves carried power. Reading a curse could symbolically activate it, demonstrating their concept of magic as a real force in the world. Number 5. Every night, the sun fell into chaos. Ra sailed his flaming bark through the underworld, locked in combat with Apophis, the Chaos Serpent. Each hour of the night was fraught with trials, rivers of fire, and monstrous guardians. Failure was metaphorical annihilation, symbolizing the fragile balance of order and chaos. Fun fact, each sunrise was considered a triumph over chaos, representing the Egyptians' cosmic understanding of daily life as a battle between order and disorder. Number 6. The dead could transform their souls through mystical spells. Declarations like, "I am yesterday, I know tomorrow. I am the flame that shineth. I am a soul in the twin lions of fire," symbolized the soul's ability to transcend its mortal form and merge with cosmic forces. Fun fact, these spells were believed to alter the soul's essence, granting spiritual immortality and mystical power in the symbolic landscape of the afterlife. Number 7. Mummies concealed bizarre rituals, hearts replaced with scarabs, skulls filled with resin, and bodies packed with mud, onions, and sawdust were all intended to preserve and empower the soul for eternity. This wasn't literal magic, but a symbolic method of ensuring spiritual survival. Fun fact, Egyptian mummification combined chemistry, ritual, and magic, reflecting a belief that physical preservation directly influenced spiritual endurance. Number 8. The heavens were alive. Nut, the star-covered sky goddess, arched over the earth, swallowing the sun each night and giving birth to it each dawn. The stars were her body, a cosmic cycle of death and rebirth, illustrating how Egyptians projected divine narratives onto the universe. Fun fact: the Milky Way and celestial bodies were seen as living entities, embodying divine life and cosmic rhythm. Number 9. The dead commanded armies of spirits. Shabtis, small figurines buried with the deceased, were believed to animate in the afterlife, farming, building, and serving their master eternally. This represents the symbolic extension of earthly hierarchy into death, rather than actual living statues. Fun fact: these figurines reflect the Egyptian belief that the afterlife mirrored earthly life, complete with hierarchy, labor, and control. Number 10. Death was transformation, not peace. Souls could shapeshift into hawks, lotuses, snakes, balls of fire, or even crocodile gods. This transformation symbolized transcendence, merging with divine or cosmic forces, rather than literal metamorphosis. Fun fact: these beliefs highlight the Egyptians' fascination with immortality, spiritual metamorphosis, and the soul's potential to exist beyond the human form. And that's it for today's dive into 10 dark and mysterious secrets of ancient Egypt. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe to Mind Snack and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.